Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I remain Emmanuel Adebayo. Thanks to those that have been with us, and thanks to those that just newly subscribe. And those that are yet to subscribe, you can encourage me by clicking on the subscription button, and you'll be a follower of our YouTube channel. For those that don't really join us, I am Emmanuel Adebayo. I talked about places and history and appearance as a whole. So today we're going to talk about different aspects: a personality, a leader imbibed, a person that has passion. This person is being studied in university. For those that are doing their postgraduate, that intend to do their postgraduate in political sphere, is a person that imbibed the vision of great Africa. He has died, but however, his name will linger to generation yet unborn. Some are born to make an impact, while some are just to pass through time. I'm talking about no any other person than Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela.
We put our foot down and insisted in being respected, even though we're prisoners.
She said, "Who are you to ask for my name? What's your name?"
You have a limited time to stay on earth.
We do not care whether the cat is black or white, as long as it can catch mice.
But humility is one of the most important qualities which you must have.
I was paralyzed because he made my day. Our attitude towards any country is determined by the attitude of that country to our struggle.
But our brain said, if you don't talk to this man, your country will go up in flames.
It is the desire of every freedom fighter to disappear under a cloud of glory.
I don't know if I have paralyzed you.
No.
Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela was a towering figure in the fight against apartheid, a system of racial segregation and discrimination that plagued South Africa for decades. Born in 1918, Mandela grew up in a racial divided society which fueled his determination to bring about change. His pivotal role in the anti-apartheid movement earned him international acclaim. After enduring 27 years in prison, he emerged as a symbol of resilience and reconciliation. In 1994, he made history by becoming South Africa's first black president, a milestone that marked the end of apartheid and ushered a new era of hope and equality for the nation. Mandela's legacy continued to inspire generations worldwide, standing as a testimony to the power of perseverance and the possibility of positive change in even the most challenging circumstance. Please, if you want to be a visionary leader and you want to be a person that want to lead, not you want to be a boss, but you want to be a leader, please go and read about Nelson Mandela and watch some of his clips. When this person talks in a conference, there's a spirit that wovels around the people. He speaks with passion. He speaks with vision. It has a purpose. They said, when the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. Now, there's a particular video I watched in White House when he was in White House with President Bill Clinton, that was former president of USA. He said, while you were being released after spending 27 years in prison, you were working on the all way to freedom. Were you having in mind to forgive? Do you have in mind to forgive those people? He said he has no any other choice to forgive them. That if he holds them in his mind, he has not yet been set free. He's still a prisoner. He said he no longer want to be a prisoner. You want to be set free. You want to be free. Now, if you watched most of his video, there's a particular video that is trending at this moment where he was talking about his interference with the Palestine and the Arab world. Someone asked him a question and the response was epic. This man's That it was the town hall interview in June 21st, 1990. So it was a town hall. Everybody was asking him. He didn't come with paper. He walked to the town hall. Normally, he was expecting different section, different forms of question for people, and I don't know how this man answered question. He was asked about there was an African American that was asking him a question about the internal politics of American. The way the gesture, the way he respond holds water. Even the people there was normally not everybody that will agree with this word, but 80% of those that were there were mesmerized, were surprised about the response he gave them. This man is a leader, is an icon. One of his quotes I love to talk about is the greatest glory is not in never failing, but rising anytime we fail. He said our morality shouldn't allow us to discard our friends.
I have fought very firmly against white domination. I have fought very firmly against black domination. I cherish the ideal of a new South Africa where all South Africans are equal. For anybody who changes his principles depending on whom he is dealing, that is not a man who can lead a nation. You have not commented that I am going to offend anybody by refusing to involve myself in the internal affairs of the USA, of the USA. Why are you so keen that I should involve myself in the internal affairs of Cuba and Libya?
No.
I expect you to be consistent. I don't know if I have paralyzed you.
No. I'm afraid, Mr. Mandela, that paralysis does not set in quite that easily in my case. The point...
When the right to be human is denied every day to hundreds of millions of people as a result of poverty and the unavailability of basic necessities such as food, jobs, water and shelter, education, health care, and a healthy environment. As I sit in Kunu, my village, and grow as ancient as its hills, I will continue to entertain the hope that there has emerged a cadre of leaders in my own country and region, on my continent, and in the world, which will not allow that any should be denied their freedom, as we were, that any should be turned into refugees, as we were, that any should be condemned to go hungry, as we were, that any should be stripped of their human dignity, as we were. The time for the healing of the wounds has come. The moment to bridge the chasms that divide us has come. The time to build is upon us. We have at last achieved our political emancipation. We pledge ourselves to liberate all our people from the continuing bondage of poverty, deprivation, suffering, gender, and other discrimination. We commit ourselves to the construction of a complete, just,
and lasting peace. We understand it still that there is no easy road to freedom. We know it well that none of us acting alone can achieve success. We must therefore act together as a united people for national reconciliation, for nation building, for the birth of a new world. Let there be justice for all. Let there be peace for all. The sun shall never set on so glorious a human achievement. Let freedom reign.
Then you were convicted in 1964 for conspiracy against the state. And when you pleaded, you said that I am willing to die for this cause. This is a very tough thing to say.
Yes, I had to say that, not from a spirit of bravado, but because I genuinely felt that they were going to hang us. And it is the desire of every freedom fighter to disappear under a cloud of glory rather than that of shame. It is the task of a freedom fighter, when you see that the end of your days has come, to live a tradition of bravery, determination to face even death for your principles. And I thought about it. It was not because I was brave, but because one had a duty to perform at that moment.
We owes something particular within us, a purpose, a vision. Same video in White House, that's a granddaughter of Martin Luther King Jr. She was speaking with, she carries the charisma of her father, our grandfather. She carries the purpose which our grandfather uphold. Now, this is a person that has been a president for only one term. At old age, he was a president, and his presidency was well welcomed all over the globe. But look at how we found ourselves in this present dispensation, where a person, because of greed and self will or selfishness, want to become president for 3 times. He became a president only one term, and his reign was felt in all over the world. He became a global icon, going to countries to speak on peace. He was awarded a Nobel Prize for peace. What a great shine. I watched another video of his in United Nations where he spoke about, and one thing I liked about this man is that whenever he's speaking, he imbibe a kind of demeanor that capture story. It exemplifies story in any of his speech, and that story connects with the people. When I was writing my book, Nth Degree Customer Service, I spoke about Nelson Mandela, about listening, the essence of listening in customer service. I spoke about a story. The Zoka tribe, Nelson is from a traditional or chieftain household from the Zoka tribe. He said his father sometimes take him to a meeting of the traditional rulers. And one thing you observe when sitting with the traditional rulers about his father is that his father is the last person to speak. He allowed every other person to air their views, to hear what they ought to say. Then his father will be the last person to speak. Meaning you've heard what others have said. Then you have power to give your own opinion based on their own view. Do you want to be a leader or icon of some or a name, a brand? People are studying Nelson Mandela's. They are having a political view about him today. He has died, but however, people still remember him today because of his ideology, because of his belief, because of what it holds. Do you want to be remembered for good or for bad? Our political atmosphere now is not what we think a leader should hold. Do you think anybody coming out as a president will want to sit in office for one term? Have you forgotten that one of our presidents was even bidding for third term? If not, it was rejected in the National Assembly. We'll be having a president going for a third term. Leave a little impact, a space. Your name will travel in time for purpose, for vision. Thank you for this section. I hope you will go to YouTube channel. I think not only a leader, if you want to be somebody well respected in your community that holds a voice, go there. Is a person to study. Is a lifetime president. We have not gotten such president in the continent of Africa. He's a person that has imbibed the culture. He has taken us to the globe, Africa. Go watch his videos and come back, comment on this YouTube channel. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share. What have you learned, or what did you learn about Nelson Mandela? That someone, and you can quote some of his speech or his quotes in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe. See you in our next video.